This is the VZ55. It's essentially a Skoda T56 at tier 10, and it is an absolutely insane vehicle. DPM-wise, it's pretty poor, 2,425, and that is also with running vents, so that's about the max DPM you're gonna get. You can easily equip the majority of other tier 10s and get quite a bit more damage per minute. But what you can't do in other tier 10 heavies is deal 1,000 damage in 2.5 seconds. That is pretty insane. In just 3 clips from this tank, you're already just shy of 3,000 damage. And the tank is fairly accurate with 0.32 dispersion. Its aiming time is alright at 2.6 seconds, and it's also incredibly mobile, reaching a top speed of 51 and reversing at 18 with my current build. I could have made this tank go upwards of 60 kilometers per hour if I had done the opposite field mod, but I felt aiming time was more important as we already have such an impressive top speed as it is. And you'll notice this tank's got a pretty good power to weight of 17 on paper. So it's not slow. It's also got really good armor and 8 degrees of gun depression. So yeah, I feel that the VZ, when played properly, is one of the strongest tier 10s in the game. But there's only one way to find out, and that is heading into battle. I'm quite excited to see what this beast is capable of doing. We arrive on Serene Coast, which is an alright map for this tank. We're obviously going to make our way over towards the hill, if that's where our team is hopefully going to support us. Now, one thing I should say that is pretty mid about this vehicle is the premium pen. It's only around 300 mils of APCR, which is definitely going to struggle against heavily armored opponents, especially if you're shooting at 100 or so meters away. You're going to lose penetration over distance, which is something that you should keep in mind. I'm not too worried about it. I think the tank overall should be fine, but yeah, it's only 306 mils of APCR, which is just really not that good. But mobility-wise, look at this thing go. We are speeding along. All right, there we go. Got my camera angle fixed because I know a lot of you guys don't want the minimap blocked. I just always forget to swap the camera source. So we're heading up here. I'm surprised the 279E is going that fast, but I don't remember if I chose speed on my 279 build or not. What I can say is that it's just me and a 279 going to the side of the map. So it could be pretty sussler to hold this. I guess we're going to find out. Hopefully the rest of our team does at least give us some covering fire here, because as of right now, it's just going to be us. We have the enemy STB. I'm not going to try and snap that yet. I'm just going to move up, and we're going to see if I can get a shell out. We also got the enemy keel in. Okay. Alright. I mean, the good news is that I have a tank that's basically unstoppable with me here, which is obviously quite important. I'm going to move off to the side, and I'm going to see if I can push this STB off a bit. There you go. Nice. Okay, the Leopard is camping in the back, which is pretty expected. Let's just hope our team wins the other side of this map, because obviously they're not going to be able to win over here. Alright, we have the 5A, and we're just going to drive up, and we're going to get 1 pen into his vehicle for 495, and 2 pens into his vehicle. There you go, an additional 450. Now we back on up, and nice, that was a pretty good 950 chunker right into that player. Now we just chill back here. We actually baited the STB over the ridgeline, which lost him a bit more health, and we're just going to wait quite patiently here. We got 5 more seconds, then we'll have our clip ready once again. So we're going to drive up. And let's see, we got the 5A. There's a bounce on his vehicle, but that's fine, because we obviously reload so fast, we can get the second pen out still. And you'll notice this tank hull down is very hard to counter. We do have the STB, who's able to shoot us, but again, he's bleeding health for it, so I don't really think that's good plays on his part there. Our 279E has put himself in a really bad spot, though. The 279E you should want to play in a position where you're obviously above your opponents. And right now, that player is not obviously doing that, which is not a good play for that tank. Now we have the TVP, and we get 1 shell in, and let's try and get 1 more out. There you go, another nice shot into that vehicle. Now we're going to use the mobility this tank has, and I guess we're going to ram the Leopard for 740, bringing us over 3,000 damage. Unsurprisingly, this was an absolute steamroll. We literally lost both sides of the map, which is very impressive to me, judging that it was just me and a 279 holding the one flank. You would have expected our other side to win, but no, that's actually not the case. We just got absolutely screwed. I'm interested to see how our team did. I mean, we did all right. 3,082 damage, which was top on the team. But wow, yeah, that's a very unfortunate result. I'm surprised our 279 needed so bad. I don't know. Just very, very unfortunate battle. That's really all I can say. Let's try that again. This is a very solid matchup. We've got tier 8s up against us, which will be very nice to obviously fight in our VZ. We are going to make our way up the hill. Now, what you noticed from last game was the gun was very dangerous on this vehicle. We were able to bonk the 5A for 1,000 with one of our clips, and even though our shell kind of trolled us on the other one, we still got a very solid amount of damage out for the situation that we were stuck in, and it really shows where this double shot mechanic is quite good. Now, obviously, our Scent has taken that very, very close and is probably going to be dead, so we're basically down a tier 10 already. That Manticore is most definitely poking again, but thankfully one of our teammates shot him. I'm not even going to worry about shooting them, because I don't want to get spotted myself and shot in the crossing. I'm just going to make my way up the hill. Oh boy, we've lost our ELC. Looks like I'm getting very unfortunate teams today. Losing your ELC in the beginning of the battle is almost a death wish. That's the one thing that I don't love about light tanks in World of Tanks, is that you rely so much on them for certain maps, and, well, yeah, we're already down 3 vehicles before the game has even started. I don't even know what to say, to be honest. We're literally just trying to get up the hill, and, yeah. Alright, we have just about gotten to the top of the hill. Now, they have some strong tanks we're going to have to be fighting, but something I've noticed is that they also have a Skoda kind of sitting out in the open right there, so it would be great if we could bonk him. However, that looks like it's not going to be the case as of right now. Alright, we got the 60, not able to hit the 60 in his weak spots. I'd really like to be able to hit that G-SOAR, but obviously that's not going to happen either. Okay, well, our IS-7 and IS-32 are going to move up there. The problem is you can't really do much to them in that current position. So what I'm hoping is we can move over here, possibly get a shell into the G-SOAR or the Skoda if one of them overpokes. Come on, you know you want to do it. Ooh, they're close. Come on. Ah, I'm really hoping that one of them just goes for it. Oh, there you go. One shell into the Skoda T56. We didn't get the second one out, but that's all right. We tracked him. We got him cleared. That was very, very important. I'm thinking right now that we're going to try and move... Oh boy, that was not good though. Alright, good. At least the Tortoise is going to support me. I'm going to try and move off to their side though. I'm hoping that we can get a decent chunk of damage out. Tiger Mouse bounced me. We got one pen into his vehicle for 509. We got a second pen out for 592. And we get a bounce from the 452. We just took half of that Tiger Mouse off in literally 2 seconds. That is where the VZ is insane. I mean, there's no denying that this tank's capabilities are a little ridiculous when you're able to get them to work. And this Tortoise is going to be a huge help, obviously, in this current situation as well, just for holding this. So, I'm honestly just going to go for it. Don't really care if the Tiger Mouse pens me, if I'm obviously, well, I was going to say able to chunk him back two of his shots in return, but unfortunately, we weren't able to get that out. But our IS-7's moving up, which is huge. Our Tortoise is holding against the 60. If the 60 shoots, I need this guy to back up. The problem is right now, he's not allowing me to do that. Alright, get the clear on him, Tort. Thank you. Okay, and then we're going to pull up. We're going to get one shell into you, and 2. Unfortunately, that one did not end up penning. I don't want to... I had to take the shell for the Tortoise, but I really don't like doing that. Oh, man. I hate taking shells from my teammates when they over-aggress themselves. That's annoying. Alright, well, let's reload. The only thing I'm worried about is that we might die, but I'm just going to wait here. We're going to get a clearing shell into the 452. Then we're going to aim on a 60. We got a nice 526 and a him. We're doing okay. We're up to 3,400 damage, and we've done our job here, so that's the good news. 60 TP is obviously going to try and kill me, it looks like. TVP, move your butt. Move your butt. Alright, well, looks like we're going to be okay. We're just going to chill right here. There you go. 60 bounces me, and bye-bye. I'm not going to waste my shell on him. I'll let one of our teammates pick that up, because obviously there's no point to do that. Okay. we helped our tortoise. Honestly, in retrospect, I should have just let the tortoise take the hit. I mean, it might have been a bit of a mean thing to do, but I think it would have been the smarter thing, because now we're basically crippled for the rest of the game. I'm going to let the IS-7 go, because he has health. We're going to chill right here. The UDES is the problem. The UDES was obviously spotted last right over there, and I do not trust my armor enough to drive down there, especially because that's the tier 10 UDES. But now that our IS-7 has gone down the hill and has not gotten shot, I think we're in the clear to move up as well. The VZ has a lot of mobility. That's one of the things I really, really enjoy about the vehicle, is the fact that it can obviously get in and out of position very, very quickly. We have the UDES, we have the 430, and they're obviously going to run. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see, the 430 is backing up, and there's 1 pen into his vehicle, 2 pens into his vehicle, and we were just at 3,400, and now we are at 4,500. Again, the gun that this vehicle features is kind of insane, and when you're able to get it to work, it can steamroll your opponents. So right now, we're going to reload. We got 5 more seconds left, and we're going to bonk this UDES. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. There's 1 shell into his vehicle, and 2 shells into his vehicle. We get a very lucky bounce from the enemy SU-130, which is obviously super, super important. This is why I always run a turbo on my vehicle, because mobility, getting out of a situation you may have put yourself in, is very, very important to do so. So we are now up to 5,000 damage. The problem is, as I said, I kind of wish I had that HP from taking that shell when it comes to the tortoise, because, well, now we don't have any HP, which we obviously need. Alright, so I'm going to move into this bush. Let's see if we get spotted. No, we are not detected. Okay. I'm just going to wait right here for now. I will load AP, though, because I don't see much of a reason to... Okay, well, the T-92 and everything else is spotted. Alright, let's see. Alright. If the TVP literally just pushes in, I'll kill the SU. Could load HE, but I'm not going to worry about HE right now. I'd much rather just pen the shells. SU spotted. Oh, we bounced him once. And there you go. We get a nice pen out. As long as the SU pens, or the TVP pens him, we're good. But honestly, it shouldn't really make much of a difference. I'm pretty sure that... Oh, come on, T-103. Get him, please. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's not necessarily good. T-103 clears the SU-130, which means all that's left is the ISU-152K. Alright, I'm just going to go for it. And there you go, ISU is spotted, and bonk. There you go, 162 damage, clearing his tank. This was a really good game to show where the VZ is super capable. I did make a couple of mistakes here and there. Should have penned my shell on the Tiger Mouse, which was a little unfortunate. And as I said, I should have just let the tortoise take the shell there, because that would have been way more beneficial late game. But thankfully, we were still able to take advantage of our opponents and come out with a victory. The damage output of this vehicle is really, really stupid, and it easily allowed me to get a 6,000 damage result. We didn't get that much XP, which is rather surprising, but yeah, in terms of the gun, it's just crazy how you can deal so much damage in such a short amount of time. Overall, I would still say the VZ55 is easily one of the best tier 10s in the game. Dealing 1,000 damage in 2.5 seconds is honestly overpowered in my view, and because of that, it's such a hard tank to counter. I mean, sure, the DPM isn't great, but it's not bad either. That's more than enough damage per minute. I mean, heck, if you just shot for 2 minutes in this vehicle with that average DPM, you deal close to 5,000 damage. That's a lot, and that's more than really the majority of any player's average in this game. So I really don't see much of a reason to get salty about lower DPM on a vehicle like this when you have mobility, armor, gun depression, and pen. It's just a crazy tank. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this vehicle. I think it's incredible, and I still think it's an absolute must grind if you want to get top on the team. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.